What's up, y'all? Zach Reason from the Rams fam here, and today we're going to be going over the Rams vs. Bucs matchup. Now, this is going to be one of the biggest matchups of the year for both the Bucs and the Rams. These are the two highly regarded number 1 and number 2 teams, and pretty much every power ranking I saw, the Bucs were at the top, with the Rams, some people having them as a number 2 team, some people having them in the 3 to 4 range, but basically these are kind of widely regarded as the two best teams in the NFC and in the NFL in general. Obviously, I am a Rams fan, so if you are a Bucs fan, this might look a little bit biased to you, but I will try to keep my predictions that I do later in this video as unbiased as I can, but obviously there's probably going to be some bias there. I'm also going to be going over a kind of breakdown of the Rams and Bucs matchup, so if you guys are interested in seeing that, go ahead and stick around till the end of this video. A little bit of background on this: Tom Brady is absolutely playing lights out, even at 44 or 45, whatever age he is right now. A concern that I do have is Rob Gronkowski in that red zone. If the Rams can keep the Bucs out of the red zone, that is going to be a key point because they are just absolutely lethal on offense. Although the Rams do have the number 1 defense, widely regarded number 1 defense in the NFL, a key point to this game is going to be keeping the Bucs out of the red zone. Something that the Bucs are going to need to do is actually, stop this Cooper Kupp mad train that's going on right now. Obviously, the only really weak point I see is cornerbacks or defensive backs for the Bucs. Now, they're not bad. They're just not elite top tier talent like the Rams have or other teams have in the NFL, while the Rams receivers and Matthew Stafford have been playing pretty lights out over the past 2 weeks. So that is going to be a big thing. I don't think they'll have much trouble stopping the run, but if the Rams do get the run going and that opens up the passing game, it might be a long night for the Bucs. But with those two key points out of the way, let's go over PFF. I really like to use PFF because they look at more than just the statistics. Now, they're not always right. It does say Cooper Kupp is the number 1 receiver in the league. While I do believe that right now, I know I'm just a homer, and he hasn't been the best receiver through 2 weeks. That's probably Tyler Lockett. But anyways, PFF does look at more than just statistics, so that's why I like to use them. You can see here that it has the Rams as the overall number 1 best team, the 2nd overall offense, and then the 1st overall defense. Obviously, special teams shouldn't even be 16th, considering we just gave up a touchdown last week on special teams. But overall, we are 1st in the league according to PFF. If we come over here to the Bucs, they are the 2nd overall team according to PFF. They have the 1st offense and the 5th defense and the 12th special teams. They have the most points scored, but tied for 20th on the most points allowed. And then also we have the 7th most points scored and the 8th least points allowed. So overall, obviously these are two extremely good teams, most likely going to be battling it out in the NFL or NFC championship, most likely in my opinion. But yeah, let's go over to our lineups now. So let's start out with the Bucs defense versus the Rams offense. Now, this is where I think obviously we have a bit of a advantage over them. Obviously, right here we do have the number 1 wide receiver, Cooper Kupp, according to PFF. I know this is probably not accurate, but I do see him as a top 5 wide receiver personally, especially with Stafford slinging him that rock. Also, Robert Woods, we have the 39th best wide receiver, and Van Jefferson has been taking people over the top as well. Overall, just our wide receivers are great. Now, this is their weak point, in my opinion, is their cornerbacks and safeties. Now, they do have the 6th best safety here in Carlton Davis, and he's been playing better this year than he has in recent years. But I do love Jordan Whitehead as well. In terms of Jamel Dean and Cockrell, I don't think I really like them that much. Antoine Winfield Jr. has been struggling a bit this year, although that's not to say that he won't turn it around in this game. Now, this is their really strong point, is going to be the Bucs front 7. Now, they have Ndamukong Suh, Shaquille Barrett, Vita Vea, and Joe Tyrone Shokinya, who has been a very good rookie for them so far off the edge. their linebackers, I love Devin White, although he never really grades well with PFF. I still do like him as a linebacker. And then obviously Levante David, it has just played lights out for the past 8 years, whatever it is. So their front seven is extremely good. Now, in terms of the Rams' offensive line, we do have one of the better groups. Now, we do have the 12th best guard in David Edwards. This involves all guards, not just left guards. We have the 35th best guard in Austin Corbett. Second best center in Brian Allen. He's been playing lights out for us. And then obviously Whitworth and Havestein have both been playing well. Also, in terms of our quarterback, obviously Stafford is ranked as the 7th best quarterback right now. He's been playing amazing so far. Darrell Henderson, I'm not sure on his injury update status, but really behind a good offensive line, most running backs that are not the top tier guys are pretty much going to do the same job. I do believe in Sony Michel and Jake Funk. Tyler Higbee had a bunch of great plays last week. I do give the edge to the Rams in terms of the offense versus defense. Now we can take a look at the Bucs offense versus the Rams defense. We'll start out with our secondary. Now, obviously Jordan Fuller has been playing crazily well, but we do have the 5th best corner in Jalen Ramsey, and obviously I think he's the 1st best corner. As I said before, PFF isn't always correct, but Jalen Ramsey has been playing absolutely insane recently. He had a pick last week, iced the game for us against the Colts, and he's just playing all over the place. This guy is just a Swiss Army knife, and the fact that we have Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald on the same team is just scary to other people, considering we have basically the best corner and the best defensive lineman in the 2 different groups. Is absolutely insane. Darius Williams has been playing well recently. He is the 32nd best cornerback according to this, and Taylor Rapp has been playing well also. In terms of their wide receiver group, obviously they have Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Antonio Brown, and then not to mention Gronkowski is honestly one of my main concerns. Him in the red zone, he's just been killing it recently. 4 touchdowns in 2 weeks. Obviously Brady's ranking the number 1 QB right now, playing lights out. I do think it's pretty that the Bucs have a little bit of an advantage just because Jalen Ramsey is going to take Mike Evans out of the game, but then Darius Williams and Jordan Fuller are going to have to come up clutch. Obviously Jordan Fuller had 2 picks against the Bucs last year, and he played really well last year, being the 41st best safety. And he had certain games where he just balled out. Let's hope that Jordan Fuller balls out in this game. But say he doesn't, I do give the wide receivers a bit of an edge over the secondary for the Rams. In terms of the front 7 for the Rams, Leonard Floyd, Justin Hollins have been playing amazing off the edge. Obviously, it's easy to play amazing when they're triple teaming Aaron Donald. Obviously, we have Aaron Donald. Sebastian Joseph Day had an amazing year last year. He's taken a bit of a step back, but he does have, I believe, a sack or 2, and he's playing well. And then Ashawn Robinson is good. And then Troy Reader has just been playing absolutely insane. And Kenny Young has also been playing great. And that was my main concern coming in, is our inside linebackers positions coming into the season. But they have been playing absolutely great. And that could just be from the overall momentum of how well the Rams have been playing on defense. But in terms of the Bucs offensive line, I do love their offensive line. They have Tristan Wirfs, who played absolutely amazing last year, the 9th tackle. They have Donovan Smith, who is pretty old at this point, I believe. Oh no, he's not even that old. But he's been playing lights out. Ali Marpet is great. I believe it's Ryan Jensen. Yeah, he hasn't played well this year, but he has played well in recent years. And then obviously Alex Kappa, great guard. Overall, I kind of see this as a very, very slight edge for the Rams front 7 versus the Bucs offensive line. Although Gronkowski is really good too. It's pretty much a wash, in my opinion. With Brady there, though, Brady kind of putting this all together and having Leonard Fournette in the backfield, I really see the Bucs offense as a wash with the Rams defense as a whole. Okay, and now it's time to get into our predictions. So I'm going to give 5 predictions. So first prediction, I think that Matthew Stafford will have 3 touchdowns in this game and 1 pick. Sadly, I just think we're going to have 1 turnover, and I think it could be a pick, could be a fumble, could be anything. I think Stafford will have 1 pick, but he will make it up with a clutch drive at the end. But yeah, so Matthew Stafford, 270 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. In terms of my second prediction, I'm going to give Cooper Kupp 100 yards and another touchdown. Just 1 touchdown this week. I think Tyler Higbee will get 1, and possibly Robert Woods will get 1. But I think Cooper Kupp continues his fire start to this season, and continues to his streak of having 100 yards and a touchdown. And yeah, it's my second prediction. In terms of my third prediction, I think that Jordan Fuller will pick off Tom Brady once again. This is a very interesting stat. They are the same pick, Tom Brady and Jordan Fuller, and obviously he picked him off 2 times last year. I think he does it again with 1 this year, and kind of has a bounce back game after little bit of a bad start to the 2021 season. My fourth prediction, I am going to predict that Jalen Ramsey absolutely locks up Mike Evans. Mike Evans has less than 40 yards. My fifth prediction, which is going to be a score prediction, I think it is going to be a 27-24 game. I think it is going to be close. I think the Rams edge it out on a last-minute drive, and basically just don't give Tom Brady, or they will not give Tom Brady the chance to answer, and I think the Rams win 27-24. But yeah, that is going to be the breakdown of the Rams vs. Bucs game. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section below. Put your score predictions in the comment section below, and I'm really interested to hear anything that you guys might have to say on the topic. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if I brought you any entertainment or value. And yeah, that's going to be it. My name is Zach, and I hope to see you in the next video.